Hi Scorpio, welcome to Key Wisdom Tarot. My name's Ruth and I'm your Reiki Master and Tarot reader. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is your general bi-weekly reading and love reading, okay? So you've got your general bi-weekly from the 26th of July to the 10th of August, and I'll pull 3 cards at the end for your love reading. We'll just spend a couple of minutes on that because your full August love reading will be out next week, okay? I'm filming this on the 25th. So, Mercury retrograde goes retrograde today. I'm filming this yesterday, if you will, on the 25th, the day before. And the full moon eclipse is on the 27th of July. Okay, so hopefully Mercury retrograde will not get involved in me uploading these videos. That's what we hope anyway. Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 cards that are going to relate to... First of all, I'm going to draw 3 cards that are going to relate to this week, the 26th to the 2nd. So that's going to cover Mercury retrograde and the full moon. And then the second 3 cards are going to be related to the 10th, from the 3rd to the 10th. And then finally, I'll pull some love cards as well. Okay, so Scorpio, let's get... Yeah, they're ready. Let's get started. Okay, so we've got the 2 of Swords, the High Priestess, which is also a 2, and the Hanged Man. It's been a very energetic time this month, actually. So actually, I think we're all looking... I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to full moon because I think I'm about ready now to feel a bit more normal. I feel very... I'm very much in the moon energy at the moment, so very feminine energy, very intuitive, etc. Which is really nice, actually, I suppose. Okay, so your first card is the 2 of Swords. Now, this card is sword energy, so it's related to our minds, our thoughts, our communication. With this card, I always notice that the water behind is which would symbolise emotion. It's nice and calm. There's actually quite interestingly an energy of trust in this card. Generally, some of you are waiting to make a decision, and that's what this is about. This week, the 26th to the 2nd, some of you are waiting to make a decision. And the thing is, whatever this decision is, you are absolutely confident and sure that you will make the right decision and that you will know what the right decision is. It can be frustrating when we have the 2 of Swords. This energy can usually feel quite stubborn. But that's not the energy that I'm picking up off this today. For you, it feels like you are really, truly having faith. You're really, truly putting your faith in the answer being revealed to you. The answer being revealed to you. You know what to do. You will know what the next step is when the time's right. You'll know what action to take. That's what this card, and that's the energy of this card. That's really what it's symbolising. It's interesting, obviously, because we've also got the High Priestess, okay? The High Priestess is number 2 in the deck. I absolutely love this card. She used to be called the Female Pope. I don't think the Female Pope actually goes far enough to explain what the High Priestess does. This is the ultimate, well, okay, not the ultimate, but feminine energy. And if we think about I've only ever really noticed that. This is the first time I don't even know if that existed until right now. I've never looked at this card that closely, and that's just stood out to me. And it's funny, isn't it, how we've got that crescent moon and we've got that crescent moon there. So it could be that for some of you, you're going to be making decisions around the new moon. So, the new moon is going to be coming within this first week, within the 26th and the 2nd. It'll be coming on the 28th, I presume. 28th or 28th, I should presume, or 29th, depending on where you are, probably. So this is a phase, and it's a phase that you're well happy to sit in because you know the outcome. You don't know the outcome, but you know that you will know, if that makes sense. It does make sense, because for some of you, you're literally in this period of stasis at the moment. But it's not, as I said, it's not stagnant. It's not refusal to move. It's not even refusal to make a decision. It's you having trust in yourself that you will know the right thing to do in due course, okay? And this is exactly what this card represents as well. It represents we listening to our intuition. It is linked to the moon. Like I just happened to speak about the moon before, didn't I? And about how I'm really connecting to that energy recently, this week. And that's exactly the same, or it might feel the same, I should say, for you guys as well. Okay, Scorpio. So that's a really nice energy to have out there. The next, third and final card for this week, 26th to the 2nd, is the Hanged Man. So really, I'm just repeating myself what I've already said. It's about this idea of waiting, waiting to make a decision, waiting to take action, waiting because you know it's the best thing to do. You know that waiting right now is the best thing to do. It's the best thing, it's what's going to serve you best. So there's a real wisdom around you at the moment, Scorpio. There's a real wisdom, and you're feeling it, and it's in your, you are using your intuitions. You are responding to your intuition, and you're confident in it. It's almost as if you're mastering that moon energy, that high priestess energy yourself. Okay. The next cards. Wow. Well, I'm not surprised we see these cards because look at all the major arcanas. By the way, they're all major arcana except one. We've got the Emperor, the Magician, Temperance. That's for next week, the 3rd to the 10th. I mean, this is great, babe. This is great. Okay, so let's start with the Emperor. Okay, Emperor is the boss. Okay, Emperor is the boss. Okay, Emperor is the it's about structure though. The Emperor, it's number 4. It's about structure, about foundations, about traditions. It's about our security. It's linked to our heart chakra, which is interesting because there's a hardness to him. So if you think about the it's interesting because really compassion is, traditionally, or if we're looking at the Kabbalah, if we're looking at Kabbalah, it's compassion really is a masculine energy. So we should, in theory, this Emperor should be linked to compassion, but there's a hardness here to the heart, to the decision. And I said decision then, and that maybe sounded like a mistake, but it's not. There's going to be decisive action taken by you, and that's going to, you've waited this week, and next week it's about decisive action, and it's about clarity. And let's see what time we're on. 7 minutes. Oh, we're doing good. It is going to be related to your work. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, card of reciprocity, card of receiving in accordance with the work and energy and effort that we put in to manifest something. So some of you could be actually getting a new job. Getting a new job, being promoted. I suppose getting a new job. A promotion though, and raising money. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you've already been offered a job. Maybe this week you've been Maybe this week you've been offered a job, or maybe you're about to be offered a job, or maybe you're about to apply for a job, and you're waiting to hear back. That type of energy, and you get an offer, or someone says, "Okay, we want you to hire you, or we want to promote you," or that is on the table, if you will. And this week, as in the 26th to the 2nd, it's about waiting to make that decision and you trusting that you will make the right decision and the right choice. And it's as if next week you own your decision. You might become the boss, you might have been promoted, you might have to leave a company. It's interesting how it's a big change though. It really is, because when we've got 5 major arcanas out of originally 6 cards, this is just showing the amount of shifts that you're going through, Scorpio. You're going through a huge amount of shift and change, and it's going to be big things. So yeah, for some of you, you've been, let's just say teaching, because I've been talking about that before. You've been a teacher for 20 years and suddenly you decide, well, not suddenly, but you finally make a choice to leave that profession and become your own boss, work for yourself. Or you worked at the same company for the past 20 years and you decide, I'm going to leave this company, I'm going to go, and an offer is made to you, or there's an opportunity that comes in, or something's already come in for you, Scorpio, and you're making a decision and you do go toward that. The Magician energy, I love this. I love this energy. And remember, this is number 1. High Priestess is number 2. I love the Magician. Such a beautiful energy. This basically means that you have everything at hand, at your disposal, to manifest whatever it is you want in your world. You know, there's the card of Temperance, though, here is about this idea of, this Temperance is basically describing this whole reading, okay? It's about the fact that we take action and then we wait for instruction. We take action, then we wait for the next inspiration to move us forward. That's what Temperance, and I really love Temperance. I've got so much to say about this card because I meditate on it. I've been meditating on these 2 cards pretty much the most of the month. This card for most of the year. So I could write an essay. I mean, I could literally write an essay on that card. So I might do a video or something about it, even though I never get around to these extra videos. But anyway, so there's a decision that that you need to make, but you're not rushing yourself. You're just allowing yourself to make that decision, because whatever's going to happen, whatever's coming for you in August is going to be a huge shift and a huge change, but it's going to be one that you're more than ready for. I mean, look at these cards 1 and 2. You know, we see these cards here. You're definitely going to be more than ready to tackle any challenge, to win anyone over that you want to win over, to have success in work, or in life in general, to be honest. So there's a huge amount of change that's going on for you, Scorpio, but it's really for your benefit. Look at that. That just wanted to pop out there. This one wanted to come out for you as well. Okay, so the 9 of Cups. So with this huge amount of change, it's something that you want. It's something that you are maybe ready to accept and ready to acknowledge for yourself, that it's something that you want to move towards. I always notice his hands crossed, though, so it's as if he knows what he wants. She doesn't know, and is reluctant to move towards that for whatever reason. And again, really, it's your wish is granted. Your wish can be granted. The thing that you want out of work, out of life, out of relationships you can have, okay? It's just a case of you sort of having the patience, the temperance to go towards something. And the thing is, you have it. You really do. You really knowing your self-worth, actually, Scorpio. You really knowing your self-worth, understanding what you're worth and what you're worthy of, and you're showing yourself a huge amount of respect by only taking the offers or making decisions when you feel ready, and you know what that means. You know what it is when you feel ready to do something, because you will do that. So I'm really happy with those cards for you. I think they're fab. Okay, let's move on to love then. I'm just going to draw 3 cards for love. Well, they wanted to come out. See, these are the cards for love. I don't know why maybe they're to do with work. Let's look at these. I'll just do these quickly. These other 2 that just jumped out. Where are you for cards? We've got here the 2 of Pentacles and the Justice card. Okay, so justice is related to they're both 2s, actually. Again, number 2, and then it's 11, so 1, 1, 2. So that's interesting, isn't it, with those cards? And again, another major arcana. Again, look at all the major arcanas here. So it's interesting. Justice is related to air energy, air signs, wormy air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think this is Libra's card. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it's Libra's card. Yeah, it's Libra's card is Justice, and it's about this. It's about balance. Now, it's interesting. This card, 2 of Pentacles. I love this card and hate this card. And if you follow me on YouTube, on Facebook or Instagram, you'll know why. But that post is still out there. You can still get it. You can still read it. This card is a card of the emotion really that's behind making a practical decision. So the things that we have to weigh up, because it's not just the practical things that we weigh up. We do weigh up the practical things, but with the Two of Pentacles, it's as if we are out of our comfort zones in making a choice. And you know, I think this is still going to be linked. I'm going to leave them out here anyway. But you do, again, it's about this idea of making choice, but this is a card of clarity, and it's a card of it's a card of new starts, new, because it's 11-1-1. New starts, new beginnings, and you know, you really taking the reins and making decisions. How strange, Scorpio, that my mind just totally went somewhere else completely. Okay, so I'm going to link those to your career that we just been talking about. But anyway, we'll go to these ones now. These are your love cards, okay? For the next, so this will just take you up to the next, you know, a couple of days, whatever, just to the end of August. See what energies are around you. You've got the King of Cups. As I always say, runs deep with this dude. That could be you though, because that's your energy, isn't it? So some of you could be Scorpios, could be dating Tauruses, for example. This relates to Taurus. We could also have marriage though. There could be, okay, sorry, I'm not talking to you people, I'm talking wait a minute. Okay, so okay, all right. Interestingly, some people are actually getting a divorce or thinking about getting a divorce, and they really want a divorce. They want a new start. They want to leave their relationship. This is divorce. It's not. I'm not talking about people, boyfriends and girlfriends, or boyfriends and boyfriends, whatever, separating or not being together anymore or not living together. This is married people. This is big. This is big stuff. This is married people, people who've got contracts, people who've signed that bit of paper. This is them wanting to walk away from a relationship, potentially. So for some of you are thinking about making that decision to file for divorce, or your divorce is actually final. In fact, for some of you, your divorce is actually going to be finalised. Your divorce is actually going to be... So for some of you, this is what this spread is. This is the ending of a relationship for some of you. And I think it feels like it's one that is, even though it was a difficult decision to make, yeah, we've got Wheel of Fortune, so we've got change, we've got movement. You know, even if this is one, spare me a second. Okay. Okay, some of you are getting a divorce or thinking about divorce and thinking about leaving your partner, your husband, your wife. And it's as if there's like zero, like, it's like the heart has been hurt so much that we're just pushing, not even acknowledging the strain anymore that's been caused by this person that you're walking away from, or the person that you're leaving. It's as if there's like a cut off of, like, literally, I'm just totally discounting my heart chakra. I'm totally discounting any feelings anymore. I don't want to have any romantic feelings for anyone. I don't want to have any, and it's like robotic in a way. It's as if there's like this roboticness. Well, that's not even a word. I mean, I suppose it is, but anyway, it's like there's this roboticness around relationships. For some of you, that's just maybe how you feel about relationships. You know, there's this. I always say about the king that the river runs deep. The emotions run deep with the king. So for him or for her, doesn't matter, male, female, it's as if there's like a hidden emotion, hidden beneath the surface. As in so far deep beneath the surface that you can't feel it. You know, the World card is about new beginnings. It's about endings and beginnings. It's about being in a totally different, waking up one day and being in a totally different place, like, you know, not recognizing your world. You know, if you've been married for 20 years and then you get divorced, or your divorce is finalized next week, even though the process takes a year or 18 months or 2 years or 3 years, actually getting that piece of paper saying you are divorced is a completely different person. Like, you're a different person because of that. You're different. Your perspective is different. Your outlook is different. What I don't want for you though is that you cut off your compassion for yourself. And, you know, there's going to be a shift in favour. For some of you, this is so clearly a divorce, for some of you. So maybe that's a message, and this is maybe a specific message for those people that are divorcing or wanting to leave their relationships. It could be with a Taurus. I mean, you know, this card, the Pope used to be called, you know, could obviously be related to a Taurus, or it could just be related to this idea of tradition, to marriage, to structures. And it's just interesting that they're on different sides, because it's like you've got the King of Cups, Scorpio, that potentially could be you. Then we've got the Hierophant, which could potentially be your Taurian counterpart, and then between them there's an opening, there's a new world. You know, some of you will dive back into the relationship, and so say for example, if you're dating a Taurus or whoever you're dating, or in a relationship with, you maybe have separated and you're coming back together in a new start, a new beginning, clean slate. But for some of you, you are very clearly, divorce is going to be finalised this week, or, you know, within the next few days, whatever, divorce is going to be finalised, and it's a new start. There's a separation, you know, a separation between you and your partner. Okay, I hope that helped. I hope that was okay, Scorpio. If you haven't already, please follow all that stuff. You know what, people, follow me. In fact, I'm going to talk a little bit because I'm going to put those videos at the end so that you can link. So what was I going to say? Instagram, Facebook, Key Wisdom Tarot, personal readings, keywisdomtarot@gmail.com, and like and subscribe. Let me know how the video vibes with you guys as well. Like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments as well the type of stuff, because I've got so many ideas about what I want to be doing, you know, on the channel. So anyway, you guys let me know what you think, okay, in the comments below. Thank you so much for your love and support, guys. Love you so much, Scorpio. Have a fabulous end of July, and I'll see you again next week with your love readings. Take care. Bye.